Hello everybody, my name is DJToasters and welcome to a note block tutorial. Let's go. So to get started, if you don't know how to make a note block, all you do is you get a crafting bench and you put, just like this, any type of wood planks and a piece of redstone in the middle, and you've got yourself a note block. And they stack up to 64. Look at it. Look at it in all of its beauty. So if you don't know how it works, you right click a note block to get different sounds. And this is just a little machine I built to keep it day. I call it the Forever Day machine. Anyway, so note block sounds, the instrument they are is based off of the type of block they're sitting on top of. So if it's sitting on top of any type of wood block, it'll sound like a bass guitar. And if it's sitting on top of sand or gravel, it'll sound like a snare drum. If it's sitting on top of glass, it'll sound like rhythm sticks. That one actually kind of sounds like a woodpecker, in my opinion. Any type of stone-based block, it'll sound like a bass drum. And my personal favorite, if it's sitting on top of grass, dirt, or air, it'll sound like a piano or a harp. So this is what they sound like. Those are all the types. So they're activated by redstone too, as well. When you right click it, it changes the note, but if you power it with redstone to hear it, then it doesn't change the note. It stays whatever it's set to. So, and if you have two of them next to each other, when you power this, it'll also power this one at the same time, like that. So I have them all spaced out, so except for those, I'll get to later, so that they don't come up at the same time. And if anything's on top of it except for air, it won't make a sound. So let's get started. There's two octaves of note blocks, and the first one is mainly used for like the chords, but also can be used like that, for example, to play Mario theme songs. So if you just set down a note block and don't touch it and just set it up to be powered by redstone, and you press the button with 0 right clicks, it'll sound like an F sharp or G flat. That's the note it makes. And for those of you who are musically challenged, it also has the note, and they're all different colors and different sizes for the type of note that it is. So this is an F sharp. And if you set it down and right click it once, it's a G. Twice, it's a G sharp. 3 times it's A. 4 times it's A sharp, and so on. That's the first octave. Now the second octave is the same notes, but it's a higher pitch. So like, it sounds more like there's a little bit of strain on it. Like if it was on a harp, it'd be higher up, or if it's a piano, it'd be the keys to the right more. And it sounds like this. And finally, and then after that, if you go through a note block and you right click it 25 times, that's 24, and I click it one more time, wait, that's 24, and then I click it one more time, and it's reset to 0, not 1, 0. That's where a lot of people make the mistake. So the first one is 0 or 25 clicks, right clicks. Now, if you put 3 together with certain notes, it makes a chord. So these are all the major chords right here that I have listed out. So what I have here is, on the left I have a sign with the name of the chord that it is. In the middle, a button to power all 3 of them at once. And then on the right, a sign with the notes in order and in parentheses the amount of right clicks it takes to get that note. So a C major would be 6 right clicks on this block, 10 right clicks on the middle block, and 1 right click on this block. And you get a C major, which sounds like this. Now I'm just going to go through and play all of these. So those are all the major chords. There are also minor chords, which are over here. And it's the same idea. So I'll go through and play all these now. reset this real quick. Alright. Alright, so those are all the minor chords. Now there's also, because they're redstone activated as well, you can have it set to a clock. So if I press this button, the signal will continuously travel through here. The notes won't stop playing until I cut off the signal. So you can see that at work. Whoops. So you can also take advantage of this concept and use it as a prank. So I know some people have done this. There's what's called a torch burnout. So this torch is powering this block. So when I place the redstone dust here, it'll power this note block, but it'll also power this block, which depowers the torch. And it goes in a cycle so fast that the redstone torch burns out, and that's why it's called a burnout clock. And you can use it as a prank because if you place the note block on top of glass, it makes an annoying like woodpecker sound like I was talking about earlier. So it sounds like this. And that'll reset itself every so often. Usually it takes quite a while, but makes it really hard to find if you hide them well. But yeah, if I do that and wait for the redstone torch to reset and place it again, that's what it sounds like. So yeah, it's my first tutorial on note blocks and how they work. Tell me if you liked it in the comments and if you have any ideas for a new tutorial. And I already think I have an idea of what that might be. So see you later.